And welcome into Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering. It's also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We got to talk about Randy and his team over at Professional Floor Covering this morning because they are here to help you design the perfect space. They have over 1,000 samples of carpet, LVP, hardwood, tile, area rugs, and window finishings, but it is so much more than floors. They have a wide selection of kitchen and bathroom countertops, cabinets, tile, shower inserts, and more. And it's Thanksgiving week. You already know that there's going to be turkey on the floors. So when you're looking down at that, you might as well like what you see. And they have so many types, styles, and brands of flooring at Professional Floor Covering. They have your carpet, the hardwood I love, the laminate LVP, tiles, stone, and area rugs. Randy and his team, they're going to come out and measure, provide suggestions on the type of flooring at those price points that meet your budget. Professional Floor Covering is an Abbey Design Center, and you can find them at 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam or online at PROFLR.com. For Thanksgiving week, we have Jesse Schultz in the building with me today to talk a little bit about the Beaver Dam Ride Project. Jesse, it's been probably about back to April since we last talked to you. I hope everything's going well in your world, and welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Things have been going good. We've made some progress, and I'm excited to give some updates on where we're at today.
Of course. And so if there's some people out there that might not be the ride park scene, where you get some older demographic stuff like that they don't know about the Beaver Dam Ride Project. So I think that's a good place for us to start today.
Yeah.
What is it? What are you aiming to accomplish?
Yeah. So Beaver Dam Ride Project is just the name of our advocate group. We are advocating for a skate park in Beaver Dam. So to kind of rewind and give a little bit of that history, Beaver Dam did not have a skate park whatsoever, started from nothing. There was an advocate group. They were able to establish property. It's on Fletcher Road by the new dog park. So that was all established already. Some of that land was donated. The advocate group actually had a really, really nice skate park design prepped and prepared. They were going through the fundraising process. It was quite an expensive project, and they were able to get some of that work done, but the full skate park, to the extent it would have been, did not get accomplished. What they were able to do, though, is they were able to get some flat ground features out there under the budget that they did have. So we do have that skate park in Beaver Dam. I don't think really, other than one additional ramp, I don't think there's really been any modifications to the skate park itself. The BMX dirt track that's behind it, that's been maintained on trail days and things like that. So the reason we are doing what we're doing now is with the couple features that were implemented at the skate park, they're not the most user-friendly for beginner riders, kids, or people that just kind of want to go out there that aren't at the professional level. So that was what the original design would have accomplished. So a group of us got together in early 2025 and kind of relaunched those efforts to say, all right, let's sit down, let's come up with a plan. How do we do this? So what that looked like for us is we partnered with a company called the American Ramp Company. They custom designed a really nice park that's gonna be good for beginners. It's gonna be good for professionals. It's gonna be good for everyone. But it's a much more affordable budget that I think we most definitely can accomplish. So we're in contract with that design. We are now back into the fundraising process, and that's what we've been doing is just networking with businesses, groups. We've been participating in pretty much every community event that we could throughout 2025. And that's what our goal is to raise enough money to get the new skate park built in Beaver Dam so that everybody can go out there and have something to do.
Well, and I was never personally a skater when I was growing up. So, like, when I think of a skate park, I don't think about those layered difficulty ranges where you're mentioning you already have something over there that some people can use, but if I'm just getting into skating, it's not set up for me. So that's one of the goals of this project, too. What was it for you when you got involved that made you feel like this was where I want to devote my time and put a lot of effort to give something for kids that not a lot of areas have?
Yeah. For me personally, and it's not just me, when you hear the Beaver Dam Ride Project, there are other people who are helping with this. There are some people that I'm leaning on very heavily to get this stuff done. For me personally, of why I wanted to get involved is I grew up skateboarding. I grew up doing other action sports like BMX riding and some of the traditional sports too. So skateboarding specifically has always just held a close spot in my heart. I kind of got back into it in my adult life. And it's something that I've really started to enjoy again. I've got a young kiddo, so we go for rides, and it's just something that we can do together. And I see that ability for other people and families to kind of get introduced to those things as well. So that was kind of my motivator for wanting to get involved with this project. It kind of lined up with where I was at in my personal life, to just be able to dedicate more time, because it is a lot of time and it's a lot of effort to get this done. But the big thing is I grew up, without a skate park, a public skate park. So I know what it's like to maybe want to do those types of things and not have anywhere to go. Right now, I mean, you're going to trip 30 to 45 minutes from this area if you want to go to like a true design skate park where you can ride at. So yeah, I'm just really passionate about doing something for the Beaver Dam community. And it's kind of unique to the area that we're in, that like this will be one of the best skate parks in this area now versus having to travel out. And I really want to see us have that.
Yeah, I remember when I was back in middle school, we had the kids that loved to skate would often go up to the school after hours because they didn't have anywhere else to go.
Yeah.
And that was that, like, what, you guys, we're just trying to play somewhere. We just don't know where to go. And that area put in a skate park, and it was amazing on the front that they have a place to go.
Yeah.
And now you're not worried about them being safe in an area that they're not supposed to be at the same time.
Yeah.
You're killing two birds with one stone. It's nicely done. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, Jesse, we're going to step aside for a quick break, but when we come back, I want to get into more of the meat and potatoes of everything, what we have to do, how we can get involved, and how we can make this thing happen. But that'll be coming up right on the other side of the break here with more Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
It's 93 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering. It's also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. I'm joined today by Jesse Schultz with the Beaver Dam Ride Project. But before we get back to Jesse, and Jesse, you're going to get a load of this too. I don't know how they're able to figure this out, but we got a pipeline to Santa Claus. And right here on the station, if people want to write a letter to Santa and possibly have it read right here on 95.3 WBEV, you can do that. All you have to do is drop off your letter to Santa's mailbox at Swan Park's Rotary Lights in Beaver Dam. So right down the road here, you're going to be able to make sure Santa, the big fella, has what you want for Christmas. And then who knows, maybe you're going to be opening up a gift on Christmas morning with that thing in there. Huge thank you to Cassandra Schmidt and Modern Woodmen of America and the Bayside Supper Club for making that happen. I still can't get over that, Jesse. You don't get a pipeline to the North Pole very often. We're lucky here. Very lucky.
Yeah, I think I might have to write a letter to Santa and ask him to support the skate park project.
You might have to. And you should be in radio, whether you like to admit it or not. Well done with that.
Yeah.
Well, so we're talking about the idea of trying to get this skate park over there, and we're trying to raise funds at this point. I would love to get an update, if you have one for us, where we've grown this last year and what we still have to do.
Yeah. 2025 has been a success in my books. We have a long ways to go, but pretty much what we did and what our fundraising looks like is throughout 2025, we participated in a lot of community events. So that was a lot of networking, small-scale fundraising, but a lot of just getting the information out there about the project. Some of those events were Summer Kickoff, National Night Out, Pepperfest, we actually were the beneficiary of. That was a really great opportunity to help put that event on. Fall Fest, and then we did have one of our own park nights. We also had a trail day out at the skate park. So those were some of the community-based events. Aside from that, talking to businesses, organizations, independent donors, and just trying to educate people on what we're trying to do and get donors. So throughout all of those efforts, we've had some success. There were some grants mixed in there as well. So the big update, and this is a public update that we're going to be putting out on our page soon. So where we sit right at the moment is at about $30,000.
Okay.
Now, our total goal is $150,000, which is to say we've got the money, company, come in, build the skate park. So we've got some ground to cover, but we did have some balance. And then when you look at 2025, a lot of the first couple months were just simply planning, partnering with the company, getting the skate park design, the community survey. So when we look at like 4 to 6 months of like active fundraising, being in community events, we were close to maybe $20,000 in that amount
Nicely
of time.
done.
So again, we have a lot of ground to cover. However, we're nothing but moving forward. We haven't had any type of regression. So I'm pretty excited to announce that $30,000 is where we sit at the moment. That puts us very, very close to doing what we would call a phase 1 build. Now, that option is on the table as to whether that's going to be the most sensible option for the city and then for the company, too, who's building this. There's a lot of conversations to be had of piecing together a skate park versus building it all at one time. But that $30,000 does put us close to have those discussions as to whether or not we want to do that. And that's something that we're working on right now.
Okay, sure. So we all follow along on the Facebook page, I imagine, too. You'll get a better idea of what you decide to do ultimately on that. But correct me if I'm wrong. So it sounds like 2025 was more of a preparation year. In 2026, you're going to be able to actually go out and be able to execute a lot, where you already have a lot of these networking things done, and now you get to actually do the fun stuff and go out there and raise the money and get us closer to whether it be the stage phase or the ultimate do it all at the end of 150.
Yeah, I feel that we always have room to grow and network with more people, but I feel like for the most part, 2025 has gotten the word out there where quite a few people at least have heard of something that's going on. So I think the platform has kind of been set, And I do agree that I think in 2026 we're going to be even more successful once we get out and start talking to people.
I love to hear that. Well, and I've been hearing Beaver Dam Ride Project. It feels like every time I am in the community with one of these events. So you guys are doing a good job.
Yeah, we're there.
You're there. I know you're there. I've seen it. And I mentioned Pepperfest, or
Yeah.
you mentioned Pepperfest. It was an unbelievable event, and that was really cool that was something that went directly into helping this project.
Yeah.
When you're looking at 2026, are there like trying to recur a lot of these events, or is it new ideas? What are we looking at for the year ahead?
I think for the most part, when it comes to community events, it'll be a lot of the same community events that the city offers. We would like to see some additional park nights, which are just small-scale community events where we have people come out and skate at the park. I was actually really shocked. We had a huge turnout the one park night that we did have. So some of that stuff we would like to participate in. But when it comes to the actual fundraising efforts for 2026, there's some conversations being had with city officials on how we partner with them and move forward with this project. And then just trying to connect with as many groups and businesses that would be donors. That is really the key to this. And it's a difficult task, but we continue to reach out to people. That's our main goal in 2026 is to speak with people. I mentioned a couple things in the break of different groups that are pending of these conversations, but really what we need from people is if there's a group or a company that would be willing to be a donor, have them reach out to us or just spread that word so that when we do end up talking to those people, they have an idea, and just kind of continuously putting that information out there is what's going to make this whole thing successful.
Okay, so we're obviously at this stage, we're looking for donors, whether that be individual, but if you are in a business and want to help, obviously reach out to you. Is the best way to do that through your Facebook page?
There's a couple options. So our main platform is our Facebook page. The group name is Beaver Dam Ride Project on Facebook. Anyone can message us on there. We have.
I love the logo, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. That was designed by some of our other group members.
Well done. If for anybody that hasn't had a chance to look at it yet, it's kind of a snarling beaver that's on a skateboard. Getting some air right here, mind you, too. So nicely done.
Yeah. That would be, anyone can message us on there.
Okay.
And then attached to the Facebook page is our actual flyer. And then on the back of the flyer is our pledge form. So on the flyer, there's an email for Zach Shine, and then there's a phone number for Zach Shine. He's another lead group member. So those would be the options to reach out to us. For donations, if you want, like if you're like an independent donor, if you get your hands on that flyer, there's a QR code. So if people want to do it digitally, they can just scan the QR code right on the flyer. That'll take you to our account through the Beaver Dam Area Community Foundation. That's where the deposit will be done, and then that money gets processed for through the foundation to the city. So basically, scan the QR code, donate as much as you want, and that's important too. Individuals who just want to see the skate park succeed. $20 here, $25 here. I mean, that really does add up, and it makes the project successful. So I would encourage people to check out that flyer, reach out to us through any of those options. And then just spread the word to different places. And again, if you're a business who's looking to support community projects, please consider reaching out to us. We've had numerous people get in touch with us to do different things. It doesn't always have to just be a single donation. Some of the things that we've done are like these roundup type of things. Businesses have offered a percentage of their sales going towards us. So it's a nice partnership to get them some advertisement, get them involved with things, but then also to support the skate park project. The options are endless when it comes to that. We can always have a conversation and come up with something.
Well, I remember talking with you before. You guys have merchandise as well. Like, how do people want to go about that if they want to get involved that way?
Yeah, we only have a little bit left. So.
Oh, no, you guys are doing too good. I got to be careful.
Yeah, we only have a few things left. So what we had is the custom skateboard decks.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
we have, I'm just assuming right now, but it's like 4 to 5. That's it. So we do have 4 to 5 skateboard decks available. They're custom graphic for the Beaver Dam Ride Project. Those go for $50 each, but it's just a donation. So it's not a sale or anything. It's a donation. That money goes straight into the donation for the fundraiser. We do have some T-shirts then that were designed by a community member during some of the past advocate groups. We do still have those. Those are only $5 each. We've got a variety of sizes. I don't know them off the top of my
Sure.
head.
That's all right.
But those go for $5 each. So if anyone wanted to get their hands on those, especially with the holidays coming up, message us on Facebook, or again, if you have the flyer, call or text the phone number, or send an email. We'll find a way to get that to you. There was even a couple people that were non-local at like Pepperfest that popped in and won some things, and we found a way to get them their merchandise in the end. So
I love to hear that.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things I was fired up to hear is the success of the last park night that you had.
Yeah.
And so that was a one-time thing last year. You're hoping to do a few others this year?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to have to let me know. If you're ready to have me embarrass myself, I'm more than happy to go out there, throw on some knee pads, and try to actually show a move. My move, to be honest, Jesse, might just be like slowly going down the hill and hoping I'm still standing at the bottom.
Yeah.
But I think I'm ready to show you how it's done.
that's a good first move. That's where you got to start.
See, I don't even, I'm like rolling my ankle even thinking about stepping on the board right now. But Jesse, first of all, thank you so much for being with us today. We still have a couple minutes. I want to give you the floor here. If there's anything we haven't hit on yet, whether it be maybe sponsors or partners that have helped get us to this point, or anything else that you want to hit home before we leave, I wanted to pass it over to you.
I want to thank everyone who supported. I don't want to try to decipher who's donated,
It's
who's
so
not,
hard.
just because there's so many groups, and I don't have that list in front of me right now. But anyone who's listening that did donate to this project, thank you guys. Again, this is not independent success. This is a whole community effort between so many different people. So it's very, very much appreciated. I think it's important today that we do that public update on where we sit with our funding, because I want donors to know where their money's going and that we are still making progress with those donations. I think the big thing that I want to emphasize is just spreading the word to other people and other groups, and consider donating. Again, if you're just a person and you want to see this happen, because you're passionate about action sports or just helping the community, it's a great thing to put money towards. It's not going to waste. It's going towards the skate park. If you're a group or a business, again, please consider this as an option. There's different partnership things that we can do. And then for some of the large donors, it's all listed on the flyer. There's incentives too for those donors to get branding at the skate park. So
Very cool.
there'll be like a donor plaque, very similar to what they did with the pickleball project. There'll be a donor plaque, but then for some of the even larger donors, we're having discussions about having actual branding on the ramps and things like that. So again, if you're already looking to how can you put into the Beaver Dam community, consider this project. I just want to stress the importance, I think, of having a skate park for especially kids to use. It's such a good outlet. We have so many city parks in Beaver Dam that have your traditional park features, which is awesome. I think we should have those things. We don't have a skate park that's usable for new riders and other people to go out there and just kind of practice. So then what we see is when people do go out there, they're a little bit discouraged, because if it's your first time kind of messing around, you're not going to jump up on something that's 2 feet off the ground.
No.
And we're blessed to have that location already and some of those things that we do have. But I really think that people are going to see how often this is going to be used, and you're going to introduce so many kids to a new sport like that. And I just really want people to understand kind of the importance of that. And then just having a safe place for kids and people to do that sport, because like you mentioned before, there really isn't anywhere else to go do it, and then maybe you're in traffic or you're at property that you shouldn't be at. Help us create this park to see kids have the space that they need to do it.
Well said, Jesse. Well, thank you so much for being in. I'm excited to hopefully have you back in the spring, get another update on where
we will.
everything is. But have a great Thanksgiving, and good luck going into 2026.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to step aside for a quick break. On the other side, we're going to be talking with Randy over there at Professional Floor Covering. That's next here on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Sources close to the Louvre investigation confirmed to ABC that one of the 4 suspects arrested in today's connection with the French crown jewels heist is the 4th suspect that police have been looking for since the October 19th heist. The police there have caught and previously caught 3 others suspected of, they say, carried out a 4-man team thought to have carried out the daring theft. New stats point to a sharp slowdown in white-collar hiring this year.
Americans with 4-year degrees now make up a record 25% of total unemployment. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says the jobless rate for bachelor's degree holders rose to 2.8% in September, up 0.5% from a year earlier. People with other levels of education, by contrast, showed little or no increase over the same period.
ABC's Jim Ryan, Arizona Senator and Navy combat pilot Mark Kelly says he won't be intimidated after learning the Pentagon is investigating him. This is ABC News.
Keep your feet kicked up, sit back, and hang with us at 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge from the Slumberland Furniture Studio.
Today's news and sports headlines are brought to you by Prairie Ridge Health. They're here for every age and stage of life. Find more information at prairieridge.health.
From the Daily Dodge News Center, I'm Terry Bell. Morgan Geyser will likely be extradited to Waukesha. The Slender Man stabbing gained worldwide notoriety. Last weekend, Geyser cut off her ankle monitor and was found in Illinois late Sunday night. Prosecutors say they'll ask to have Geyser removed from Wisconsin's mental health treatment system and placed in the correctional system. A Beaver Dam woman and her granddaughter will stand trial in January accused of misdemeanor animal abuse. Glenann and Brianna Yankee were in court yesterday. Police and Humane Society staff removed 23 dogs, cats, and rabbits from their home on West Mackey Street in October. They also found 13 dead animals. Both women are charged with misdemeanor animal abuse. Authorities are releasing the name of the deer hunter who accidentally shot himself to death last Saturday. He was 24-year-old Michael Kotke from Lomira. Fond du Lac County deputies found him in the town of Oakfield between Fond du Lac and Waupun. Investigators say it looks like Kotke's gun went off by accident. The mayor of Beaver Dam will answer the public's questions about the AI data center. Dodge County Democrats are hosting a forum with Bobby Mark on Monday night the 8th. Supporters say the data center will bring jobs and investment to the area. Critics say it will use too much water and energy. If you want to go, you can register online. Snowy owls have returned to Wisconsin. If you see a snowy owl, wildlife experts ask you to take a photo at most, but keep the interaction brief and distant. People scare off the rodents that owls hunt and eat. A small number of snowy owls reach Wisconsin every year. Terry Bell reporting from the Daily Dodge News Center. Submit your news tips at dailydodge.com.
Award-winning news you can count on. WBEV.
In sports, the Bucks have lost 5 games in a row, falling to the Blazers last night, 115-103 at Fiserv. Bobby Portis had 22. Milwaukee heads to Miami on Wednesday night. The Green Bay men's basketball team won over Iona last night, 80-75 in men's college hoops. Monday Night Football, 49ers 20-9 over the Panthers. No rest for the Packers as they get ready for Detroit on Thanksgiving Day. That's a noon kickoff on 95.3 WBEV. High school boys hockey tonight on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV as the Golden Beavers open up their season against West Bend. Coverage begins at 6:45. The opening faceoff set for 7 o'clock. That's your Daily Dodge Sports Center on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam.
At Prairie Ridge Health, women's health is a lifelong journey. We're here with you every step of the way, from routine gynecology care to pregnancy, menopause, and everything in between. Our compassionate team provides expert care tailored towards women's health. With flexible appointments and convenient locations in Beaver Dam, Columbus, and Sun Prairie, we are here to support your journey. Learn more at prairieridge.health. Prairie Ridge Health, inspired by you.
Today's news and sports headlines were brought to you by Prairie Ridge Health. They're here for every age and stage of life. Find more information at prairieridge.health.
95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
A dense fog advisory remains in effect. A wind advisory begins at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Overcast with fog and spots early today with a slight chance for drizzle. High of 50, south winds around 5 miles per hour. Cloudy. Tonight, rain becoming mixed precipitation, 30. About an inch of snow tomorrow through tomorrow night. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Right now, it's 46 degrees.
McCarthy looks, pump fakes once, hit and sack, Micah Parsons! The Parsons Project makes the hit back at the 27-yard line. McCarthy looks, fires left side, and it's intercepted on the overthrow. Evan Williams delivers his second consecutive dagger.
After blowing out the Vikings at Lambeau, Green Bay heads to Detroit for a Thanksgiving matchup. Coverage begins at 10. The kickoff set for noon on 95.3 WBEV.
Hello, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. I invite you to stop in and discover the Power Lift Chair Recliners. We have the largest selection in Dodge County, ready and available for prompt delivery. With the touch of a button, these chairs lift you to a standing position or recline you to a comfortable nap. You can even get a lift chair with heat and massage or with an adjustable headrest and lumbar support. Some models even have cup holders and wireless phone chargers. There are a variety of sizes in stock, from small to the big mans. Prices only start at $599. Don't worry about the power going out because the lift chairs come with a battery backup. Delivery is free. If your loved one needs a lift chair in their room at an assisted living facility, McKinstry's will deliver it. McKinstry's Home Furnishings, downtown Beaver Dam. Use the entrance in the tower parking lot, which is handicap accessible.
McKinstry's Home Furnishings, year after year. McKinstry's.
Hey, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering. You're listening to Hometown Today on the 5,000-watt flamethrower on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is brought to you by Professional Floor Covering. It's also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. Explore your next career move at Whisker. Open interviews are Tuesday, November 25th, creating the future of pet care together. Walk-in interviews available 11 a.m. through 5 p.m. Central Time. Enter at the visitor's entrance and sign in at the kiosk. Make sure you bring your resume with you and be a part of an exciting growth. Work with incredible people and create tomorrow's pet products. Plus a whole lot of extras, including premium medical, dental, and vision insurance. 3 weeks of PTO to start. That's 3 weeks of PTO to start. 14 paid holidays, paid parental leave, 401k with 4% match, life insurance, temperature-controlled facilities, and growth opportunities. You can find Brisker at 561 South Fairfield Avenue in Juneau, or you can learn more on their website at whisker.com/careers. That's Whisker, WHISKER.com/careers. Whisker is proud to employ team members in Michigan, Wisconsin, and throughout the United States. Kale, it's Thanksgiving week. We got a lot to talk about.
Oh man, it is it's one of my favorite weeks of the year, honestly. It's so much fun. There's so much going on. There's food, there's companionship, there's a lot of events and stuff. So, and of course there's we really kind of kick off the holiday shopping season really this week. You going to be heading out doing any Black Friday shopping on Friday?
See, I was broken at a young age because the Ohio State game that they play this Saturday against a certain team kind of dictates my mood for the next year. So if they win on Saturday, Kale, if Ohio State wins, then yes, I will be heavily shopping. If they lose, it's bah humbug. Nobody gets anything.
Well, obviously, a lot of people are going to be headed out this Friday for Black Friday, become very popular. No doubt of it. Yes, it's still going strong. It looks a little different than it used to, 5-10 years ago, but still going strong. Last year, about 81.7 million Americans shopped in person on Black Friday, about 87 million shopped online. Well, Wallet Hub has released its report on the best places to shop for Black Friday in 2025. Would you like to take a guess, Wally, at what retailers may have ended up in the top 10?
Top 10, and this is Black Friday where I got to go.
Yep.
Okay, well, this is a problem. Places like Toys R Us, Jeffrey the Giraffe, see ya, gone.
Yeah,
Adios.
Not around anymore.
All right.
Nor is KB Toys.
I'm going to say Best Buy's got to be top 10.
Best Buy is number 10, exactly, actually.
Okay, I'm doing great. How about, let's go Walmart.
Walmart is a fantastic guess, but not in the top 10, believe it or not. Yeah.
All right, I'll go one more, and then I'm going to have you rattle them off because otherwise I'll be a moron about this. How about Dick's Sporting Goods for all of your local sports needs?
Dick's Sporting Goods, not in the top 10.
Really? All right, I'm very bad at this game.
So as you mentioned, Best Buy is number 10. Newegg is number 9.
Newegg. I don't.
Yep, not familiar.
Okay.
Suspect that one that's not in our region. Target is number 8.
Okay, that makes sense.
Amazon, number 7. Actually surprised that one's not a little higher. Although this is specifically for Black Friday, so Amazon, I'm sure, is number 1 for Cyber Monday.
That's what I mean. Even Black Friday, I'm like, what are we doing on Amazon?
Yeah.
Just wait 3 days.
Number 6 is BJ's.
Okay.
Number 5, the Home Depot.
Oh, that's a good one for dads.
Number 4, Macy's.
Okay.
Yeah, big. You gonna watch the big Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade on Thursday?
Are we in a safe place?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Are you gonna disappoint me as a friend right now?
Maybe because the Macy parades at Thanksgiving and Christmas never appealed to me.
Never appealed to you. Well, that's your loss. Number 3 on the list is Kohl's.
The more you know, the more you Kohl's.
That's right. Number 2 is Belk.
The Belk Bowl. That's how I know it. The Belk Bowl fans out there.
That's all I know it for. And number 1 on the list is shocking to me because they have not exactly been growing. In fact, they've been shrinking as a company. But somehow number 1 is JCPenney.
JCPenney's number 1 Black Friday?
But maybe that's why. Maybe they're giving too steep a discounts at Black Friday. That's why they have to keep closing stores.
Yeah, I'm going to just stay away from that one because the last time I think I walked into one was with my mom, like begrudgingly as a 7-year-old, probably 25 years ago.
I'm pretty sure all of us millennials have that shared experience at some point.
Yes, and then you can all remember. Here's a story for you, Kale.
Okay.
One time, my mom on a shopping day with my brother and myself. My brother is 2 years younger than me. He called in the show a couple weeks ago. If you remember, he's a character himself. We were misbehaving enough that my mom stopped what we were doing in the middle of an aisle, made us walk each and every item back that was in the cart, took the cart back, drove home to the driveway, and she parked the car in the driveway and says, "Are you guys ready to do this again? Are we going to behave this time?" Rattled me. It stuck to my core. I never misbehaved in a grocery ever again. Never happening. Never happening.
Were you also? Were you that kid that also got the shopping at Penny's with mom? Got the I'm trying to look at stuff give me some space.
Yeah. Because well, first of all, I would also be the Hot Wheels kid where it's like a 50-cent Matchbox, and I'm like, hey, mom, this looks pretty cool. I probably can have this, right? Put it back. All right. Well, then you grab the next thing. Pretty cool. Probably something we need, huh? Put it back. You just, all right, mom, I get it. You don't want me to shop with you, but you don't trust me at home. I hear it. I hear it loud and clear.
My other favorite memory going shopping with parents as a kid, particularly at retail, Penny's, whatever, hiding in the clothes racks. Did you do that?
Yeah, and you just stand in the dead center and nobody can see me, you don't have feet that come out the bottom.
Yeah.
Everybody remembers.
Totally. You guys totally can't see me. You don't know I'm here. I guarantee it.
Oh, see, the last one for you is I'm rattling off just weird shopping stories for you. My grandmother mortified me as a young teenage kid because I remember walking through, and I can't remember what store it was, but she would pick up brassieres and shirts and things like that. Be like, "What do you think, Wally?" And put it over top of her clothes. And mortified. Never was the same walking. I don't think I walk through any of those sections anymore just because I burned deep into my mind. There are memories of my mama putting one on over her hoodie, and it's tormented me for years.
Have you ever gone Black Friday shopping bright and early, 5 a.m., crazy chaos shopping, or have you avoided that so far?
I from a very young age have been football Wally. So they were like, you're not going to have to go until you get to probably 14, 15 years old. The deals are too good. And then luckily, right around that switch is when we hit the Cyber Monday wave where I'm like, guys, what? I don't have to go Black Friday. That's all you. I'm going to watch Colorado and Nebraska play each other, and they're both like 3-8. It's awful football. That's my idea of a perfect Black Friday. You guys go shopping, Kale. God bless you.
Yeah, I did it a couple of times. Not for me. I remember the draw was like, that was drew a line in the sand. Was like, yeah, we're done with this. Is one year at a big large retailer, and there was, it was like that 5 a.m. start deal, and everybody was in the store, and like they had all the different bins around the big aisles, And I was waiting by one. The wife was waiting by another. And I think I was waiting. It sounds crazy to me now, Wally. It seems so crazy that it was normal back then. I seriously think the bin I was doing was either a sheet set or a blanket. And it was just packed with people around it. And the announcement came over the loudspeaker. And it was just mass chaos. Literally, somebody dove into the bin to grab their sheet set. And I was like, yep. And then I was waiting there for a half hour before start time, and I still didn't even get one. So I'm like, all right. And the wife was out somewhere else. I had to use the restroom. Then I couldn't even get to the restroom because it was chaos. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm done with that whole mess of things.
Yeah, I'm imagining where it's like you see like a buffalo go into piranha-filled water, and then 20 seconds later, it's just skin and bones. That's what these racks look like after people hit the blankets and sheet set to start your day on Black Friday.
Well, speaking of holiday shopping, Wally, maybe a better option if you're like me. It's just like not your thing. One great idea as you're doing your gift shopping this holiday season is keeping in mind the holiday gift gallery over at the Dodge County Center for the Arts, which is underway. They opened up a couple of weeks ago for that, and really, I mean, I don't know if you're like me, but every year I'm like, I'm just going with the gift cards and the stereotypical stuff again, and don't feel like I'm putting. You really want to wow somebody with a gift. Go down to the holiday gift gallery and get them. There's so many unique items. There's handmade. It's not just art. There's handmade crafts. There's jewelry. There's pottery and. Everything's, unique, one of a kind, and, you give that to somebody, they're going to be like, oh, you, were really thinking of me this holiday season.
Nothing says thoughtful more than an artsy gift.
Yeah.
It, tells you that, hey, I'm actually paying attention to what you're thinking and what you're saying all the time, because I struggle with that sometimes, Kale, so I couldn't agree more. By the way, ask while you're there. I'd go over now with the Audrey's Yoga on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, because big fella's got to get back in shape. So ask about that, too, because she's always seems to be over there. There's classes as well that you can get people involved. So get some art, get some yoga classes. Everybody wins. Just go over to Dodge County Center of the Arts.
Awesome, Wally. Well, I think when we come back, we'll talk about what's going on coming up here.
I think that's a good idea, Kale. So we're going to step aside for a quick break, come back, tell you what's going on next here on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm Wally, and I'm just so sad.
What's got you feeling so down, Wally?
Oh, hey, Randy from Professional Floor Covering. I spent my new radio money on a mansion, but the floors look like a bad Facebook Marketplace ad. How am I supposed to spend all winter staring at this?
Well, wipe those tears, my dear Wally. At Professional Floor Covering, we have the perfect solution for your mansion mayhem. Like a wide selection of carpet, hardwood, laminate, LVP tile, and more. We'll measure and provide the design suggestions, all at prices you'll love. Need more than flooring? Get brand new cabinets and countertops or a luxurious shower or tub conversion. Professional Floor Covering has everything you need to transform your space before you're shut in for the winter.
Randy, you're a hero.
That's quite the exaggeration, Wally. But when it comes to the selection at Professional Floor Covering, there's no embellishment when we say we'll find you everything. Just visit PROFLR.com or our showroom in Beaver Dam today and see for yourself.
We're going out of town next month and need a cat sitter.
We use Hotel K Pet Sitting. FreeBellyRubs.com.
Free belly rubs?
Yeah, Hotel K Pet Sitting. They're local and dependable. They feed our cats, put fresh water out, and even scoop the litter box. And they send daily messages with pictures giving us peace of mind while we're away.
For house sitting, cat sitting, and dog walks, it's Hotel K Pet Sitting. Reserve now at FreeBellyRubs.com. FreeBellyRubs.com.
Ho, ho, ho. Hi, kids. This is Santa. I'm getting ready to make my way to Dodge County this Christmas. But before I do, I want to hear from you. So please write me a letter and let me know what you would like for Christmas this year. And with your parents' help, drop them in my official Dropbox at Swan Park Rotary Lights in Beaver Dam. I might just read your letter on WBEV.
Made possible by Bayside Supper Club and Cassandra Schmidt of Modern Women of America.
Take your shot at amazing prizes with the Daily Dodge Deer Hunter Contest presented by Seed Extreme and Leroy Meats. If you harvest a deer, submit a picture to dailydodge.com November 22nd through the 30th. Then December 4th through the 11th, fans will vote on their favorite. Prizes from Seed Extreme and Leroy Meats will be awarded to the first and second place in the adult category and one winner in the youth category. Find more details at dailydodge.com.
Hi, this is Randy, owner of Professional Floor Covering, and you're listening to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam, who invite you to stop in and discover their power lift chair recliners. They've got the largest selection in Dodge County, ready and available for delivery. With the touch of a button, these chairs lift you to a standing position or recline you down to a comfortable nap. You can even get a lift chair with heat and massage or adjustable headrest and lumbar support. And yes, some models even have cup holders and wireless phone chargers. There's a variety of sizes in stock from small all the way up to the big mans, with prices starting at just $599. And don't worry about the power going out, because these power lift chairs come with a battery backup, and always delivery's free. So if you got a loved one that needs a lift chair in their room at an assisted living facility, McKinstry's can help get it delivered. McKinstry's Home Furnishings, downtown Beaver Dam. Use the entrance in the tower parking lot, which is handicap accessible. We head back down to the Daily Dodge TV studio, once again joined by Wally. And Wally, it's such an exciting time of year. There is so much stuff happening.
This is really the bridge to the holiday season, and at that, to 2026 as a whole. So we are jam-packed. I know that we just finished football coverage in high school. That means we flipped it and turned the page. It's now boys and girls hockey and basketball season. And we start actually tonight with Wade and I are going to be on the call over from the Family Center. The Beaver Dam boys hockey team is facing West Bend at 6:45. You can catch that one on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. It's going to be good to be back near the ice, Cale. I tell you what.
Yes, it is. It's going to be an exciting winter sports season. That is for sure. And, of course, you can always check out our latest schedule on the sports page at dailydodge.com. Did want to mention, Wally, too, this is like coming up right around these. I feel like these next few weeks are just going to like really fly by, like really fly.
Don't blink.
Looking at the calendar, it is super full. So make sure you get this one on there. Coming up Saturday, December 13th, which you're sitting here going, all right, well, we're not even quite Thanksgiving. Well, that's only like 2.5 weeks away. Saturday, December 13th, it's the Celebrate Christmas with an Angel event put on by Noel's Angel Walk. That's going to be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. over at the American Legion building over here on Bickel Avenue in Beaver Dam. Going to be it's become a very fun annual holiday tradition that the Smith family puts together. They do a great job on it. You've got a number of choir performances, which is really awesome, singing all those great Christmas classics. So at 10 o'clock, you've got the Lincoln and Washington Elementary School choruses that'll be singing. At 11 o'clock, you got the Beaver Dam High School a cappella. But at 10:45, right between those performances, at 10:45, you're going to have a special joint performance of all the choirs. So it is always really special, and singing all great holiday songs get you in the holiday spirit. And then there's going to be a whole bunch of activities going on, too, that are no charge. You can bring the whole family out. You can decorate a cookie for free, make a holiday ornament, make some reindeer food. Got to make some reindeer food. Got to get some food
come
out
on.
there.
You know, they're not going to be wanting to stick around with Santa if you're not making them reindeer food.
Right, exactly. They're going to be working hard there on Christmas Eve, so you want to make sure to leave them a little food out there. You'll be able to write a letter to Santa, all that good stuff. They'll have concessions available for purchase as well. They'll have pizza, chips, soda, water, hot chocolate, and then they'll be doing a 50-50 raffle, and they'll have some great raffle baskets, too. I've been seeing they've been doing some sneak peeks on Facebook of some of the raffle baskets, and
there's going to be some cool stuff there. So make sure to check that out. Mark your calendars. Saturday, December 13th, 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. over at the American Legion, Post 146 in Beaver Dam. And Wally, didn't get a chance to mention this yesterday before we get out of here, but Sunday afternoon took in a little live music over at the Beaver Dam Area Community Theater, Paddle City Big Band. Fantastic show.
I'm so jealous of you.
Fantastic show. It was so much fun. You know, did a mixtures of very standard 30s, 40s, but then there was a couple of reimagined songs. They redid John Denver. They redid Yesterday from John Lennon, a James Taylor song. They did some fun takes on some Christmas tunes as well. It was a really great show, and a great job, by the way, by our very own Terry Bell, who was master of ceremonies for the afternoon. So
no
it was a great
kidding.
time.
Terry Bell, the hero himself, and he'll be coming up next.
Yes, he is.
Stick around. You're going to have community comment right after us, but you got Hometown Today one more time this week before we go on holiday break. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow with another edition here on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.